So I did ask what motivated you. You were trying to tell me what motivated you to join this training.
It was actually the name, initiative, transform initiative. And I know that what God has wired me to do has to do with that. So I needed to get a lot of training experience, a rub off from other persons that will spur me
Okay.
and ignite me into doing what God wants me to do
Okay.
because
So,
I can't just get up to do it.
mm,
Yes, I needed to be informed.
okay. So what would you say is your most significant aha moments, when the most significant, insightful moments for you, maybe your key takeaway from the training?
Yes, one of them is the fact that I have come to know that I am wired by God to do something in my lifetime. Everybody is wired to do something in his or her lifetime. It's not all about praying, praying. Many of us are in the ministry. Like now, I'm away from my house. I went to pray. It's not all about praying. There is something that God has embedded inside of me that must come out for my generation.
Mm,
And like someone that teaches children, I've begun to plant it in these little ones now that they have been wired to create something in their
mm,
lifetime, not just praying or just being educated. It's not enough to be educated. There's something that must come out of you. In fact, everybody has something that God has imputed in him or her to
mm,
create in his or her lifetime. And it even came to me that from our training, somebody can be doing something, but not doing it the way that God has wired him to do it. Maybe because he's pursuing money, he's looking at money.
mm,
Someone like me, I keep on thanking God that the work He gave me to do concerning children,
mm,
even though I had known it long years ago, I'm still thankful to God. If I had started doing it then, I would have been pursuing money. But now, that is not my pursuit.
mm,
That's not my pursuit. My pursuit that every other child that comes to me, young person, will understand this very thing that you have been wired to create with God in your lifetime. You have been wired to be a co-creator. You have
mm,
been wired to be different, not to be a photocopy,
mm.
not to imitate what some other persons are doing. You are unique. Even if people are doing the same thing, they may not be doing it the same way.
All right.
That's one of my treasure moments in this training. It is,
Right. So
yeah.
which module or activity was most transformative for you and why?
Come again, sir.
I said, which module or activity that we did was most transformative for you and why? Why would you think that module was the most transformative for you?
Yes, yeah, there was this assignment that we did. What we do on a day to day what to do on a day to day, our daily activity. It helped me to actually shake myself. Sometimes you just grab your phone and you're scrolling aimlessly.
Mm,
You know, that for me was a high point. That in fact, I don't have to waste my time with undesirables. I don't have to while away time. Every time must be dedicated for something worthwhile.
right.
You know,
Can you see yourself on the this thing? We are now seeing only here. So you need to bring yourself up. You know.
Maybe because I'm sitting on a bed.
Now I don't know whatever you do, but you need to bring yourself up
Uh,
because this is what
I'm
other people are
sitting
going to be looking, trying to hear what you are saying, and they are seeing only
down.
half of it.
I'm sitting down on my bed.
Okay,
Okay. Is that okay?
try. Okay, let's try that. You were answering me the module or the activity we did that was most transformative for you and trying to tell me
Yes.
why that was.
Yes, I said that there was this assignment that we did to record what we do on a daily basis.
Mhm,
And sometimes it's difficult to even know what you have actually done in a day that is worthwhile.
Mm,
So that assignment puts me on check from the time I wake up in the morning till I go to bed. What have I achieved?
right.
Sometimes you see yourself sitting down talking. Sometimes some people come to see you, they're just talking, 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 talking. And at
Mm,
the end of the day, it is gone. You are tired, you want to sleep. So I learned to put myself on check. Even as I'm out of my house now, I'm checking myself.
mm,
The reason why I came out,
mm,
the
mm,
investment I'm making in reading my books and my Bible and, planning what I'm going to do as we're coming back the next
mm,
section, the things I need to put in place and all those things. So that is it.
right. So, how has your understanding of your personal role in societal change evolved?
How has my understanding?
Your understanding of your personal role in society, transforming society, right?
Okay.
How
Yes.
has that changed from the way you understood your role was in transforming society before we started the course, and now that we are where we are in the course? How has that changed?
Yes, I have come to see that I have a big role to play in changing my society, particularly the community where I am now. We have a lot of vulnerable children, and it seems as if nobody cares. So I have come to see that God has placed me there to actually look out for them. They don't have to miss out because their mothers are not there. They don't have to come short of what God has planted in them because their parents are not there. So
Mm,
I am there to bring a change in their life so that they can attain maximum, productivity or fulfill destiny. In fact, right now as I'm talking to you, that the family have gone to beg their father to release to me. I know men and their ego. He wants to release them because the children are not better. He wants to release them, but it's just maybe environmental, whatever, you know. So I was praying about it. So surprised 2 days ago they came for this summer lesson. I organized summer lesson.
mm,
I said, just come. Anything you have, come. If you don't have, come. And two of them are there. And this girl is very, very intelligent. So
mm,
sorry to say it. He's been abused by his half brother.
mm,
The father knows, and I've gone to meet him. I
mm,
said, release them to me. So I'm seeing a picture whereby these children can be taken care of and giving them good academic, standing, and then polish them so that what God has put in them will be able to come out. So that they don't just end up being street children because their mother has taken her own course out of the marriage. So this is what I have seen, that I am wired. I am a co-creator with God in my own little society or community to bring change. A lot of them are vulnerable. A lot of them are just wasting away like that.
mm,
And some of them can't afford big school fees.
mm,
So what God has called me to do is a platform for them to still get the best at a very minimum cost.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now, what specific skills or tools from the training do you feel most confident applying now?
Teaching, of course.
Mm,
Teaching, mentoring the young ones.
okay.
Yes.
That's what you picked from the training. I'm asking things.
Particularly.
Okay. Go on, tell me
Yes.
more. How is that the most important that you picked?
Apart from teaching, I also pick from the training how to partner with other people.
Okay.
You know,
Mm,
yes, partnership, partnership. Raising volunteers. Partnering with retired teachers. That is my own field. Yes,
right.
help me to do the work. And another part also I'm working at now is reaching out to NGOs. Understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
So did the training challenge any of your previous assumptions?
Of course, it did in a
So
very spectacular way.
yeah.
Yes. You know that if not through this training, I wouldn't have known about reaching out to NGOs, you understand, or maybe partnering with people to be able to do what God wants me to do or what I have passion to do. So this training actually boosted it that now I had spoken with one of us, and he promised to help me to write grants. And all
Mm,
of them needs help. Without this training, I would have just thrown it into the garbage and said, everybody go take care of yourself.
mm,
You understand? But this training has actually sustained my courage. That's another thing this training did, to encourage me that even if it's difficult, I shouldn't just throw in the towel. I should still believe God that there must be a way out. There must be a way out. The fact that there is difficulty doesn't mean that it cannot go through, you know.
right.
It's only a stepping stone.
Good. Good. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Now, can you share a specific instance where you applied something from the training, maybe some idea or some tool or some perspective you gained from the training since we finished the training, and what happened?
Yes, like I said, this idea that we got from the training, reaching out to for volunteers,
Mm,
reaching out for like retired teachers, that can help to, because the children, their number is increasing. I can't handle all of them.
good.
And also, like few last week, I got a fresh graduate.
Good.
You understand? I reached out to him. He's there to go for youth corps. So I was like, you can do this. And he was even telling me that he wants to serve.
Mm,
He doesn't mind serving in our midst. So I'm looking out for a way that I can reach out to those that are concerned, so that they can post him directly to us. Since the NGO is registered, ours is registered. So he
right.
can serve with us. And even through him, other couples can come. Because here in Nigeria, many couples are looking for where to serve,
Okay.
looking for where to serve.
Mm,
Yes. So
good.
it could make the work easier and cheaper.
Mm, mm,
Yes.
good.
And these are young minds from the university. So they have a lot to offer.
That's good. Wonderful. So, what changes have you noticed in your daily choices or behaviors? Your interactions with your community, your family, or workplace, or say the sense of urgency and responsibility you feel. What changes have you noticed in these areas?
Personally, I even feel that I don't even have much time to waste, as if I should recall back the years of my life. And then when I look at people, I have pity for them because many of them don't know that they're wasting, they're
Mm,
drifting. So it gives me a sense of
right.
mission minded, yes, assignment minded. That's
Mm,
Yes, I have an assignment to fulfill. So I have to, I have to look for a way to assess every help I can get to get the work done and to impact my community. Yes.
okay, good. So, how has the training influenced your vision for your future or your goals?
But this training has actually influenced me in such a way that I have come to realize that my 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 very life
Mm,
has has a space it must fill in my generation. This training has so much spoiled me. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm talking to people about it, they're like, what is this? It's just that people want what they can eat now, what they can eat, what can satisfy them now. Nobody wants to take pain to initiate or even go through certain rigors, to affect others. It's as if everybody is selfish.
mm,
Let me use that word, yes. Everybody wants what to affect him or her. Now, nobody's looking outward. What can come out of me
mm,
to affect? Some people look at me. Somebody was telling me a few days ago that there's a gang up against me that once school resumes, that the school owners are going to fight because as if I'm spoiling business for them.
mm.
Mm.
Okay. So, what challenges, if any, are you facing now in acting on your societal role? And how are you navigating these challenges?
Okay. Um. Presently, like I just finished talking with you, the challenge of school owners rising to say this is not how it is done. Do
Mm,
you understand? You have to join us, as if they have pleasure in afflicting these children. They
mm,
have pleasure in having them stay at home, you know. So But someone told me that I still have to register this name as a school before September.
Right.
So I had gone to make inquiry. I had called the lawyer 2 days ago, and he has given me what it takes. That I must register it as a limited liability company under this NGO, so that the NGO is actually working to bring down the fees
Okay.
for these other children. Yes, those that can pay, their families are okay, they can come and pay. But for many of them that doesn't have what it takes, the NGO is subsidizing it for them. That's the work of the NGO. So
Right.
that even if anybody comes from the government quarters, they're not going to harass us.
Mm.
The challenge of harassment, stealing the property, or all those things are there. And then also the environment, like is an open church compound. You know, we
Mm.
have to work to make it conducive by putting doors and windows to secure our materials,
Okay.
and desk, chairs, desk for the pupils, because from our holiday program that we had over 150 children, about that number on record,
Mm.
you know, and more than half of them is turning up for the summer lesson. And I know that from that summer lesson, they are also going to come next section. So we will need resource materials like tables, books, you know, to be
Mm.
able to accommodate them. They can't write on the floor. A
Okay.
few days ago, it rained. It rained heavily. The cold in Nigeria now is much. So the doors are open, the windows are open, and they're scampering for covering. So
Right.
that is the challenge we are facing right now. Yes, resource materials and the making the environment conducive for the children to settle down. Because those of them from the government quarters, when they come, they also look out for this, as
Mm.
if you're putting children in an uncomfortable atmosphere.
Mm.
You know.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So, what is the unique value of this training compared
Yeah,
to other
well,
programs and experiences that you've already had?
I didn't hear you well.
I say, what is the unique value of this training to you compared to other programs or experiences you've had?
Okay, this training is actually exhaustive.
Mm.
It's very, very deep. As if it has so much depth. In the curriculum. It's not just on the shallow. There's another training I'm undergoing now. It has to do with effective school management.
Mm.
You know, the lesson we had this morning, as if it's on a shallow distance, and we paid for it too.
Mm.
Paid for and approach. You can't just browse through it. It's not a training that you go to. Just, can you hear me?
I can, yeah, carry on.
Yes, it's not a training that you go through just maybe doing something and listening. No, you have to work. When it comes to the workbook, you know that you have to work. So Slick is in depth in its training. Yes.
Right. So, who do you think would most benefit from this training and why?
Can I hear you?
Who do you think will most benefit from this training and why?
Ah, my children is number one that will benefit from it.
Why?
And then those children, because I'm going to be using it to teach them, talk to them,
Okay.
challenge them on a daily work basis. That my younger generation, they're the offspring.
Mm.
And right now, they are even making use of all the training materials, because each of them I post to them. And
Eh,
then these ones also that God has given me the privilege to sit upon,
mm.
you know, they're also going to benefit from it. Yes.
Okay. So, why do you think the children will most benefit from it?
Because they are young, their minds are impressionable. Do you understand? Anything you plant there is going to be there. Most of these teenagers, no, most of these adolescents, they're pursuing money. They talk money, 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 money. They're like, mama, wait, this thing is, you know.
Mm.
But these young ones, If you begin not to cultivate it in their hearts, before you know it, their lives are already aligned that way.
Mm.
And they are growing up knowing that they must create something in their lifetime.
Right. Good. So, how would you describe this experience to someone considering joining the training? How would you describe the experience that you've had?
Yeah, it's better experience than being told, because many people are living in ignorance.
Mm.
Yes, many are living in ignorance. Many potentials are being wasted because of ignorance,
Mm.
and many potentials are also derailing or drifting or maybe or underused. So for me, I will encourage people to take it for themselves. It's only when you are in it that you can know the impact. It's better experienced than told. Yes.
So, you would recommend the training to other people?
Yes. Yes, I would,
Mm.
because there's
Wh-
no way you will explain the benefit they will understand, except those that have seen what is happening now. They're like, wow, Deborah, how this, that, how did you get to this? And I will tell them this is part of it.
Okay. Now, if we are to adapt this training for high school, college people, college students, what elements must be preserved?
If we are to adapt it for younger generation,
Yes. What elements of the training would you want to make sure that it is preserved?
as in giving it to them,
Yes, in
or
giving it to the younger generation.
yes,
Usually through the adaptation process, it tried to leave out certain things and said, let's make it simpler for them. So what element of the training will you say must be preserved and make sure that,
it's passed on to them.
yeah,
Yes, there's this one that has to do with take charge.
okay,
Yes, take charge. Everyone has to know it. Everyone has to know it. Take charge. Take charge.
okay. And why?
Because you are the one that can stop yourself. Nobody can stop you. Your background
Mm,
cannot stop you. Your parental inability or whatever cannot stop you. You are the one that can stop yourself.
right. So what adjustments would be needed, would you think would be needed to make it relevant and impactful for younger audiences?
Come again, sir.
How do you think we need to adjust the course to make it relevant for younger audiences?
Yes, you just work on the training manuals. To work on the training manual to suit their own to suit their age and their language.
Okay.
Yes. To simplify it.
Hmm. Okay.
Simplify it.
What specific skills or mindsets from this training do you believe are most crucial for the next generation to develop, and why?
One of the mindsets that is very, very crucial is that you are a co-creator.
Okay.
You are wired to bring forth something. No
Hmm.
one is empty. According to that scripture we read in Ephesians, I think 4:7,
Yeah.
each and every one of us has been given a gift according to the measure of faith.
Hmm.
You know, that is very, very basic.
Right.
Yes. That mindset must be cultivated and must be retained in every person. Some people feel, I don't have anything. I'm not educated. I don't
Hmm.
have money. I do not go to school. Doesn't matter. Or I'm physically challenged.
Hmm.
Even if you're physically challenged, there's something you can do with that. I have a boy that is physically challenged in our group.
Hmm.
You know, I can send you his picture.
Hmm.
His leg, one of them is very fat. The right leg of
Hmm.
the left, very fat. Very, very fat. Very fat. And it's getting fatter.
Okay. And go on. Now, what are
I
you?
talked to me. I talked to him in particular
Okay.
that his physical condition should not deter him.
Hmm.
That there is something he can bring forth. In fact, I used the story of Nick to talk to him, and not only him. other people, other
Mm.
children alongside with him, you know.
Right.
So he believes that God will heal the leg. I said, whether God heals or not, there is something God has put in you.
Mm.
And he's quite intelligent.
Good, good. So, how could this training contribute to a healthier school community or society long term?
But I'm thinking that as a school owner,
Mm.
if I can have a manual, I can integrate it into their learning curriculum. Even though they may not write it in their exam, but it's part of their learning process. It's
Mm.
part of what they have to receive while
Okay.
they're in school. Mm.
And what support
Yeah.
structures do you think will be important? Like mentorship, follow up, or anything else do you think would be, if we scale this training to take it into schools, what support structures do you think need to be put in place to make it most effective?
Yes, I think we should have more instructors,
Okay.
that could also, yes, more instructors that could also help
Mm.
in teaching so that it's not only you, it's not only you, those that
Sure.
have gone through
There
that
are
God
other
has
people
helped.
that will be doing what I am doing.
Yes.
So they will be doing what I'm doing. I'm asking whether there are other things you think need to be put in place to help the younger generation get the most out of the training, besides people just talking.
Yes. Yes. If there can be projectors, you know,
Mm.
and slides as you're talking is being projected,
Mm.
that could also be good.
Okay,
And yes, and manuals that one can read.
right.
It will help. It will go a long way. Yes.
Manual, is it for the teachers or for the for the pupils and students?
For the pupils, both for the people and for the teachers.
Okay.
Mm.
If
And
you could,
project.
and projectors, okay, I get that. Now, if you could change or add one thing to the training, what would it be?
If I could change one thing,
Or add one thing, what would it be?
mm, well, if I could add one thing to it, I would want a strong network such that anyone that goes through Slick must have an initiative, and the initiative must have strong support system that will make it to stand. By so doing, Slick will grow and be established, and other people will come to buy in.
Okay.
You know, yes.
What, when you say support system, what kind of support system are you thinking about?
Okay, take for instance, I use myself as an example.
Mhm.
You know, what I am seeing by next section
Mm.
is that we're going to have more children because the awareness has been created.
Right.
Yes, we will need volunteer. Like this young man now that is a fresh graduate. He was the one that told me that I can actually apply to NYSC,
Mm.
Lagos State, give me corpus, you know, and that I can also influence somebody's post into Lagos State.
Mm.
Wow, that's a big one. That's a strong support because teachers, if they're not well paid, they will leave the school at any time.
Mm.
Yes, but this youth corpus, whatever you give to them, they're okay with it, and because the government is also giving them, you know, and they're much more eager to pour what they have loaded them with from the university to these young ones. In fact, they parley well with the young ones, you know, and the children when they see them, they feel like, I want them, I'm going to be like this. I'm going to,
Mm.
you just feel
So it's
good with them.
good,
Yes.
good. Okay. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how well did the training prepare you to contribute to societal transformation?
Oh, mm, that's a good one.
Mhm.
I can't score 10 over 10, but maybe 9.5.
9.5.
Yes.
Okay, what will make it a 10 for you?
What will make it 10?
Yeah.
Ah, mm, well, if I may say,
Mm,
I feel as if I should recall back my years because there are things I ought to have done, maybe I didn't do.
mm,
You understand? Yes. That will feel me for that half.
okay. Is there anything else crucial about your experience or training's impact that you would like to share?
Well, for me, the training is exciting and I enjoyed every part of it. The assignments were not easy. Sometimes I'll sit down for 1 hour. My husband will ask me, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing my assignments, and everybody in my house is like, Saturday morning, mommy's lesson and assignments.
Mm,
So everybody, as if they're in it with me, you know, I loved that. And I'm always conscious of the fact that on Saturday morning, early in the morning, I have to wake up and I also have to listen as much as I can before I go out. You know, it was a great boost to me. I knew that I was having something else extraordinary to what is inside of me already.
mm,
That's enough for me.
okay. All right. That's my final question. I don't know whether there's anything else you want to add before we stop.
No, no.
Okay.